No, technically we only have one moon because the one moon that we always see is fake. The only time they ever like when was the last time that they ever sent somebody up there? Because it hasn't need maintenance in a long time.
Uh, th-
1969, that was them sending maintenance teams up there.
Hi,
this isn't a
everyone.
bit.
Welcome to Hunter the Reckoning. I'm glad we could lead into the session with that. Hi, I am your DM for the evening, your wonderful mother of monsters, Kyo Ryomi. And I am joined here with my wonderful hunters, Nail, Echo, and Xavier. Or as I like to call them, my gremlins, Double, Doc, and Dakota, my 3Ds.
We're triple D, baby.
Let's go.
Gotta
So-
clobber that Carby.
They need a Cerberus at this point.
Ding, 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 ding.
So we're gonna go ahead and get on into it. As I had announced to a couple of my hunters earlier, there is going to be, you don't have to worry about combat today. This is really going to be a downtime episode for you all. So that way you guys can research, do the things you want to do, investigate things. And we're gonna go from there. So who wants to give me a recap for the last session? For experience.
So, let's see here. Last time, we went on a little Wendigo hunt. Got all the information we needed as to the whereabouts of this Wendigo. It was in a little suburb area, if I remember right, where
Correct.
we ran into this Wendigo, who was fighting a familiar face to me personally, probably also Double over there, but definitely not Doc.
Nope.
Abel. And then we teamed up with Abel, killed the Wendigo, and then all of a sudden Alexander shows up, says some menacing shit, pays Xavier, dominates the other two, and then also pays them. And then he fucks off with Abel. And they had mentioned something about looking into the KCG. Also, Xavier has been tasked with tracking down Copperhead. I believe that was about it.
Okay. So you're still in this street, this suburb area. The portal, because I imagine you guys were still getting into your vehicle.
Well, if I remember correctly, I thought we ended the last session with, I think me and Dakota, or Echo and Xavier going off, and then Nail went to go try getting with his ex.
Yeah.
Was that this session?
Yes.
Okay, never mind then. I guess.
Yeah.
And then while we were mid hanging out with wife and fixing Delta, we were transported to mysterious masquerade realm TM.
Yeah.
Okay then. So that happened. So I'm just gonna let you guys decide where you wake up after that. So Nail, you're doing whatever Nail does. So we'll just go down the list. We'll start with Xavier. Where would you be right now?
Xavier, if this is, we're in the morning time right now, right?
It would be right after you got back.
Right after we got back? Okay,
Yeah.
so Xavier would be at home spending time with his wife, cat, and sister. Would probably shoot out a message to the group chat, because of course they'd probably have a group chat at this point. They're working together. Saying that, hey, we should gather up and talk at some point. I nominate the warehouse, since that seems to be our usual meeting point.
Ethan will
Thumbs
be
up
at,
emoji.
yeah,
Okay.
Ethan will already be at the warehouse, and he'll just say that he'll have pizza ready, or breakfast ready.
Okay.
You better. I expect 3 cups of coffee.
Don't worry, I bought plenty of your favorite brand that you told me.
Ah, sweet Death Wish.
And then I also got bag of Black Rifle if you wanted to try that.
Sure.
So you're at home with your wife and cat.
Mhm.
Would you be spending the evening there?
Yes.
Okay. Doc.
Nope.
What would Echo be doing in this time from coming back from the time freeze?
Finishing up whatever he was working on with Delta, probably getting some rest, and then would have began looking up the KCG.
Okay, so you're doing KCG research. All right. For that in particular, we'll just pull up a sheet so I can see what I'm looking at. Roll me. What are you looking it up online, or how are you going about this research?
Just looking up for any sort of I guess presence in Memphis,
Okay.
because I doubt they have anything as like a website or anything. So he's probably having to look for any sort of signs or any sort of files. Probably just like trying to look into whatever database, like probably using the. I'd probably say somewhat going into the military database. I'd imagine.
Okay.
Seeing if there's like any signs of anything mentioning KCG.
Okay. Roll me intelligence technology.
Just to ask, would having a specialty in research for academics also help, or no?
No, because you're not rolling academics.
Oh, what am I? Oh, okay, what was it that you had said though?
Intelligence technology.
Intelligence.
Would you like to
Well,
willpower?
yes, I would.
Okay.
How do I do this again?
Right click
There it is.
and select 3. All right. That's a lot better. With the 5, you are digging through a lot of the online sphere of Memphis, like archives. More like historical things, kind of like going into Internet Archive, basically. The military branch, they're kind of been locked out of it, as it's more like a need to know basis. You're able to find like more mundane things, more for things that are required for going out and hunting the creatures you're looking for than this particular information. But you are able to pick up some news articles about the meat massacre in particular. It goes on about how a group of men, a couple men, had been seen skulking around a skyscraper. And this skyscraper in particular was used to be like your average office building. Around this time, it had been noted in these internet archives that there was a big spike in activity right after these men were seen skulking around this building. And someone had put out a forum post about hearing explosions and wondering if something was happening in Memphis at that time. The most that people had been talking about was the musical festival for that weekend, which people had been told that it's that people shouldn't go out. There was rioting happening. But then you do see one post in particular from one person that seems very suspicious. And it talks about how they had saw someone set this building alight.
A light?
On fire. That one of them looked like these guys in particular were very weird looking. They hung around with some very weird people. There was some gang fighting that had happened in the area as well. According to what they're saying. But they had mentioned that these two guys in particular had opened up the door of this building, threw something in, and suddenly there was a big boom. And then they went inside the building. They didn't see them come out, but they went inside the building. And they had posted as a question to figure out if anyone else had seen anything. The most that people had replied to it were that they tend to stay away from that area due to the gang violence that tends to happen. One moment. Nope, we're not doing that.
Uh-oh.
Ominous.
But they had found the situation a little odd in particular, as they tend to see more of like shootouts happen or beatings and ambulances running in that area than in the entire office buildings getting set ablaze.
Going off of that, I'd imagine that aside from the form and that singular post, would Ethan be able to like search around that date for like other blog posts from like other views that may have been about the building in particular?
Oh, I thought I was having a heavy disconnect there.
What happened?
I know I heard a question asked, and I keep waiting for an answer.
Sorry, I was muted.
You're okay.
But what was your question again? I'm sorry.
Basically, Ethan, with how you said that there was that one post about the event, is there like a timestamp to it to where he could start looking for blogs around that same time?
It looks like it's from 5 years ago.
Would there be like any other blog posts with possibly any other like
around the summertime about 5 years ago?
Yeah. Basically just trying to like use that as a time frame to like look for other blogs or posts or sightings.
With the 5, you're not going to find much. other posts about the time is about the Memphis Music Festival and people being hyped about it. This is really the most distressing post that you have found.
Mm. You had mentioned the office building. Was there a specific business with it, or
it's more of a finance building than anything?
So just general finance?
From looking at the information, it looks like they handle businessmen's accounting and other financial needs. But it seemed like someone bought it a while back and hasn't used it for a while.
That seems suspicious.
But yeah, the other post that you see from this time period is about the Memphis Music Festival that it was happening around the time. Talk about how excited people were. Concerned reports of gang violence around the time, as well as rioting.
Is there any posts that could have picked up what caused the start of that, or did it just pick up? Are there any
from the
witnesses
post
of
itself? It's very unclear as to what the main cause of the riots were, but hold on. Oh my God, son.
Very, very interesting.
You do see one post in particular from this music festival's coordinator. More of a it's more of a post referring to, hey everyone, we have everything under control, do not worry, things are getting cleaned up. We will have to delay the festival any further from tonight due to the incidences that have occurred. We hope to see you again next year.
Interesting. Trying to think of what Ethan would look into next, because my first thought would be trying to look up any videos or blogs possibly from the music festival.
You can do that. I need instead of a technology at this time, I would need a wits investigation. A DC of 3. Yes.
What's investigation? Wait, what do you mean by DC3?
It means a difficulty of 3. You passed it. You do see some very rough camera footage. One moment. You do see some videos that were filmed on people's cell phones. The footage is very rough and jarring, but it does have a lot of screaming in it, and it's more like terrified screaming. And you do hear, "Oh shit, run," at the top of someone's lungs. And then the cell phone footage just seems to fall, like it fell out of someone's hand and lands on the camera on the ground. And then it's just black from there on.
But is there any other audio that's picked up?
It's a lot of screaming, ripping, tearing, lots of monstrous sounds. You do hear a sound like concrete is getting crushed. It's a lot of destructive noise.
So something was attacking them.
Yes, from the sound of it.
Trying to think of anything else that might be able to give him get. And are there any like comments or any like posts about that footage or anything like that that are worth reading?
It's a lot of more of well wishes and please be safe and oh shit, that's really bad. It's a lot of comments on the situation itself being awful.
Reaction commentary.
Yes, it's reactive commentary.
That's not helpful.
Because one, it's the internet, so if you weren't there, you're not really gonna know. And two, with the way the world is, people tend to go more to well wishes than they are for asking questions.
That's fair. I think the only other thought that comes to mind would be checking up any conspiracy theory sites about the music festival. When in doubt, always ask the conspiracy theorists.
Particularly with the roles that you have, you're not going to find much other than what I've given you. So
yeah, I'm not sure what else to bring up at the moment.
That's fine. I mean, you've done a lot of research. So
as far as I know, he's probably going to bring this up for when everybody else gets to the warehouse. But I think for now it'd be Nail's turn for update.
Yeah. So Nail, what did you do after going and seeing your ex?
So Keo,
yes,
I absolutely thumped her with the ex. Night was depressing. We got bribed.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what it's time for?
What's that?
It's time for shopping therapy.
Where are you
That's
going?
right, Keo.
Where?
For the first time in Memphis season 2, it's time for a drip check.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh boy.
Let me guess, you spent all your money on clothes.
Most. I've also been to guns and coffee.
Ah, I see. Okay.
I got some nice Big John straight thing selvage jeans. I got myself a good pair of flannels. So imagine these very navy, very regular jeans, but over time as they're worn more, they'll start having more distinct features of the way they're breaking them in, because they're using the old-fashioned loom services that leaves it so it's a very plain design. Eventually, I'll get a more rugged look as time goes on. With that, we have went to purchase some solivers of the 10 eyelet variety with steel-toed caps and a more burgundy rub-off effect. So we have blotches of this deep, luscious wine red and black all over the silhouette of it. Pairing this with a nice belt in the same style of it. Top of it, we've got some really nice high-end flannels. Right about this, the original base canvas being this pink that in the light color starts to fade into small spirals of black until it fades away completely. Small dashes of white to break it up, and then the whole checkering pattern is held together by this cyan, this kind of like more cyan electric blue squaring on it all. With that, he's bought a shit ton of rye finished coffee and a new rifle.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I will be submitting pictures of the drip into the Hunter chat.
Okay.
As you do.
Also, some black aviators.
All right. Okay. Nail, you do get a message. Xavier.
I look at my new phone. Thumbs up emoji.
Yeah. Okay. And it talks about meeting up in the morning at the warehouse. You do send your thumbs up emoji. Do you go home and rest, or do you return to the warehouse?
Yeah, I saunter my way to the warehouse.
Okay. In the midst of this, Echo, while you're doing your research, the door to the warehouse opens and in comes Nail.
I brought coffee.
I bought coffee.
I got bear coffee.
Fair.
And I show you this copy, Ride's barrel aged coffee. I'll be honest,
Apologies
I
about
still
the
don't
dog.
know. I still don't know how to use your machines.
You still don't what?
I still don't know how to use those cursed filter machines.
So I get the feeling you want me to make the coffee.
Please.
All right, I'll get to work on that. Better I do it and then something breaking before Xavier gets here.
How'd your 2 nights go?
We got kidnapped,
Ah,
technically.
congratulations, first time.
Um, yeah, first time I'd say for a lot of things, because we were taken to a masquerade party.
Huh?
Yeah,
It's probably around this time that
I
Xavier
was gonna say,
comes wandering in.
speaking of, you guys are still dressed in the clothes that you wore to the masquerade party.
Okay, fit checks, everyone, come on.
Xavier's literally dressed barely any different. The only real difference is he didn't have his jacket, and his jeans were no longer ripped to shreds.
Okay, Echo, let's see what this boy's been cooking for his fit.
sorry, I'm getting my picture.
Nope.
Oh,
That was the wrong button to press. Freaking mobile. While I look for that, though, yeah, as Xavier walks in, yeah, we were at a masquerade party.
Now
I
you're
knew.
talking about that.
Yeah, I figure I'd tell Nell what happened.
That's fair.
so you
To
got
fit.
kidnapped to get drunk?
Allegedly, the alcohol we were given, or at least provided until somebody asked for it, was technically alcoholic free in the sense.
Tasted more like water.
Well, apparently it tasted like alcohol. It just wasn't getting people drunk, which
You went to
if I there
you
was
got
this.
kidnapped by a bunch of hipsters.
No, we got
Well-
kidnapped by a lady with a bone dog.
I don't see
It was
the
a
two are
really weird
mutually
night.
exclusive.
There was a dude. There was a dude that looked like a cockroach. There was a Constantine was there.
So was Isla
Yep.
and Claudia.
Yep.
And a
Fun.
bunch of nice people there, like the ex-chief of police, a really, really strong-looking guy named Jace.
There was a lot of people there that really make me question a lot of things.
Like,
Well, the whole reason why we're here.
that's a very open-ended question. Why are we here?
Operation Sundown.
Well, you talk about that. You've been vague about what you meant by "we here."
Why
Quite
else are
like
we? Oh, why else are we here?
you asked everyone at the warehouse. I gave you a thumbs up. I arrived.
Okay, fair point. I meant as a whole, Operation Sundown. Why we are here? Because so far, we were told to to handle the supernatural situation, and so far, you two have made contracts with demons, and me and Xavier just met a whole bunch of supernaturals that don't seem like they're. I mean, they're about as much of a threat as a person with a gun. So I mean, they're dangerous. Like on paper, they're dangerous, but they didn't seem like they were merciless.
The only one that rubbed me the wrong way was Tooth.
Fair, but they also seemed like they were pissed at somebody for a reason.
Have you ever considered the fact that they're not human? That no matter how much grace they give you, that is a spit in your face, a masquerade are holding. Because truly, once they are allowed the privilege of their moment, their fangs come to bear. They make you go soft so that in those moments where your life's on the line with theirs, you hesitate. They won't.
Okay, the same could be said about anybody with power.
The thing that I've learned in all my years investigating paranormal activity is that most monsters actually aren't really all that different from us. Most of them still have shreds of humanity left. And I got a lot of that in that masquerade.
If you have enough shreds to make a shirt, but is it still originally the same shirt as it was before, or merely a benign chimera of feelings that are hosting, mocking you in your face?
I'm just saying, when it comes down to it, it seems a little bit odd that we're here to face all
How
supernatural.
many missing people were in that block?
What, the subdivision?
The housing estate we went to, how many people were missing?
A lot.
Borderline the entire neighborhood.
One of those fucking things were able to do that by themselves, let alone an entire fucking pack of Garrow.
Yeah, and we took care of it.
Yeah, with the aid of a supernatural.
Ethan, they may have been maligned then. That's only because our attacks were going down the same line. I'm sure as shit the minute we had a advantage, we could have taken down the Garrow. They were an outsider until a convenience. I'm pretty sure of our past that, like say, they protected the Garrow, we'd be fucking dead instead. That was happenstance, not alliance ship.
I never said it was a lion ship. I'm just saying they had every ability to attack us, and they didn't. They let us live. I don't know if you
Just
saw, but there was a gentleman that came through a portal and had the ability to take us all out right then and there.
just because we are not taken out doesn't mean that we are any less a threat. It means the fact that you are thinking we're thinking they're dumb beasts. No, they're intelligent, they're smart. They didn't kill us because if they killed us, more questions would be raised.
The only
I'd
dumb
like to
beast
point out the fact that the one supernatural that fought alongside us asked us for help.
that too. So far, the only truly violent supernaturals that we've encountered, as part of my recollection, would be the unicorn and the Wendigo.
The Garrow and the Ghost uniform thing.
To be fair,
Yes,
we
we've
didn't
met
really. I don't think we can count that Wendigo, because the Wendigo is a complicated situation.
Well,
The unicorn, both of them were trying to kill us, though mostly they went after the supernatural one. More than likely because we are squishy people. We don't really got supernatural powers.
just because we've met 3 wizards in their own lifetime does not mean that the rest of the fiends are not to be purged.
You met one wizard.
I met
Echo and I
3.
met all 3.
yes.
What did you call that? What did you call that little rocker boy in the fucking teleporter then?
Well, that was some kind of supernatural
That
entity.
seemed like wizards to me.
Okay, so does that make the people we made deals with wizards too?
No, we made deals with demons.
Which that right
Oh,
there
in that
is,
case.
yeah, that right there is kind of just a big situation of you
Well, they're
both
not
made.
part. Yeah, but they're natural though.
Xavier just gives Nail a look.
So does Ethan.
What? They're part of God's grand design. They're natural.
Okay. And
No.
what about everything else? Because technically speaking, the only thing that was unnatural was allegedly the unicorn that was created by someone.
Unicorn created by another wizard.
Yeah.
Same wizard that was basically the ghost haunting my phone.
Well, actually, if I remember correctly, didn't Constantine say that it was made by somebody we should not be dealing with?
His name is Zane. And yeah.
Yeah, but it's more fun to say Constantine.
Yeah, but you sound like a massive
Yeah.
fucking dork.
I mean,
Motions the giant robot dog.
well, yeah. At the same time, you know, Neil is just doing the wide arm. What do you think this is? I mean, you're kind of calling the Kale a Kale at that point. He is a dork. No shade.
Once again,
And he,
motions the giant metal dog.
Maybe I've just
Uh,
got a thing against your crappy nicknames because you keep calling me Blue Blood. But I
Technically,
digress.
technically, I just thought that was funny.
Not a cop, never been a cop.
Hmm.
would you prefer to call you Dick?
No, but my sister has a few times.
Come on, okay. Either you need to accept that we're going to call you a crappy nickname, or I give you a really cheesy nickname.
Cheesier than Nail.
Okay, Columbo.
I like that one actually. That one's actually kind of funny.
I would have said PI, but
Anyways.
anyway,
why are we here?
it's still the situation that we were sent here to deal with the supernaturals, but it doesn't seem like it's as straightforward as we were told, led on to for the situation to be.
This tends to happen when you start investigating things. You always find something not seamless. Something amiss.
Yeah, the brass always has their faces up their ass when it comes to the field.
Well, I will say this: after what we were informed of, I've been looking into the King's Control group.
Oh, yeah?
Ethan turns his computer in and begins to show them what he had found as he goes to get the coffee that he started.
So what Ethan shows you is a few blog posts from a incident that happened 5 years ago during the Memphis Music Festival.
Okay.
What the fuck did they do to that building?
They had thrown something in it, apparently, and then someone reported a moment later that a big boom was heard. People tend to comment underneath this post of people tend to stay away from there due to gang violence. Other than that, there's a weird video from a cell phone's perspective, very jarring, very judgy, of a massive amount of people screaming, panicking, running, and then suddenly the phone goes black. The audio doesn't stop, though. You do hear the sound of crushing concrete and yells and screams of terror from this music festival from 5 years ago.
Okay, so we have pyromaniacs in Cloverfield. Okay, commonality, Memphis Music Festival. Find anything on that online or just these clips?
So far, mostly just the clips. I'm more interested in The Office because they say that it's gang violence, but if that building possibly is still operational, if we're able to look into that, I mean,
I can categorically assure you that is not gang level violence. That is a financial district. And that is, quite frankly, some sort of firebomb. The gangs yet tend to be doing street level executions and their own level of vendettas. This would be punching. This wouldn't be punching above the belt. This would be seeing yourself collapse under the weight of incompetence. And it would have been follow up. But as our only lead right now, Keo, can I check in with some contacts from Malta, see if anyone knows what happened at the music festival? See if anyone was deployed then, or knows anyone, or like a guy knows a guy.
Keo may be muted.
What was it? I'm sorry. I got asked a question, I believe, when I was away for a minute.
No, you're good. You're good. I was saying like if I could use the phone, ring up some contacts in National Guard military, see if anyone knows anything about the Memphis Music Festival / the gang violence.
Okay, go ahead and roll me that.
Okay, so that would be Streetwise and Charisma.
Roll me Streetwise wits.
Okay. I'm not re-rolling.
With a 3, You do get some information from them about the stuff being classified, that it seems that a lot of it that your context can't even get into due to the nature of the situation. They're kind of barred from that information.
Right, thanks, Pearson. I know you're one for that. Just put it on the tab, okay? Hangs up the phone. It's a new phone. It's a nice phone. Okay, so definitely not gang violence. This is all covered with more red tape than a film premiere.
All this is doing is spiking my curiosity.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Well, the
You
question
said,
is, if it's classified, is it because it was a military operation, or is it a part of, or is it like information classified because it was a part of the, or it was an investigation of this group?
I've got a few theories.
I think it's given as he. I think you have like all the pictures and videos on like 3 monitors. Given the found footage like film, the sound in the background, that, and the fact that the entire building was set on fire, I think it may be covered up.
That was one of my few theories. Some kind of cover up, something they don't want us to look into. Perhaps something to do with the supernatural, don't want any prying eyes in on it. The third one, maybe they just don't want to be discovered. They're covering themselves up instead of other people covering them up.
So the question would be, though, who is covering up at that point, if that third theory is, because the only connection I could think currently of somebody non-military would be the gentleman that we, or he, wait, just to ask for like, what Ethan knows. Did Alexander ever introduce himself, or like did he say his name?
I
I
don't
can't remember.
believe he did.
But I'm
I
pretty sure
remember.
Abel did.
Yeah, Abel
Pretty
said
sure
his
Abel said his
name.
name.
I just wanted to make sure because I wasn't sure if Ethan had heard that his name. And I didn't want to meta it.
Yeah, no, Abel said his name, but it said his first name, but that's pretty much it.
Right. Either, but Ethan would probably sit there and be like, that the Alexander had talked about the, like, all the neighborhood that we were helping with, or that we helped, you know, technically, well, I wouldn't even say protect because everybody was gone by the time we arrived, but the neighborhood that we went to, Alexander, that gentleman that came through the portal, he talked about reselling everything, so he sounded like he was in business or finance.
Hmm.
Or
Do me
Maybe
a
some
favor.
kind of realtor?
Yeah,
thank you, I couldn't
Could
think of
you-
the term realtor.
yeah. Could you Google Alexander Realtor Memphis, Tennessee? See what comes up.
Yeah, would I need to roll for that? Or what would I
You
roll
can
for
just
that?
type it into Google. You could do a quick Google search, and you'll see a link for Blackburn and Associates Realty, and you'll see that man Alexander. You'll see his image as the CO. He is the owner and proprietor of the company. But the person that does most of the realty now is a woman named Janelle. This blonde woman with pale skin and bright red lips and these bright blue eyes.
That explains why I check cash so quickly.
So they seem like they're prominent in the Memphis area. Would there be any evidence of that of the office building being
You
connected
would see
to.
images of the office building as well as a Google map of where the office building is located. It is nowhere close to looking what that building was.
Okay, so it wasn't any of their business, or it wasn't their building that was torched.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the guys at that would be dead if it's their building.
Right. Well, they didn't leave, so
And given, as he just shares just all information, I doubt it was gang violence.
Totally gang violence.
I mean, cartel maybe, gang definitely not.
I was being sarcastic. Memphis just keeps getting weirder and weirder every damn year.
really, it wasn't weird already when we fought the red unicorn.
I'm pretty sure it got even weirder when we fought a Wendigo.
Well, we fought that in Nashville.
Close enough.
Right, okay, I propose we get some breakfast, get our A game on, and do some field.
Need to go into the field anyways. We've got missing people to look for.
Where would we even start with searching for those people?
Well, did Abel say the last place that Copperhead was seen?
No, he did not.
He gave Xavier a card with a number on it, right?
Yep. I don't think it was for Abel, though. That was for Alexander, if I remember correctly.
Okay. Well, Xavier's going to pull out his phone and the card. Well, best place to start, probably the source. And Xavier will give the number a ring.
Okay. One moment. So, Mr. Blackburn, what are you doing right now?
I would be in the office. I've had some work I need to catch up on. It's been very busy the last few days.
Right. Okay. Your realtor office phone rings.
I will answer.
Okay. Xavier, the phone
Alexander,
picks
right?
up.
Alexander, right?
And who is this?
This is Xavier Travis Washington, the detective that you hired to look into all these missing people.
Mm-hmm.
Namely, where was the last place a copperhead was seen?
Where was the last place he was seen?
Yeah.
What's that got to do with the cover-up job I put you on?
I can multitask. We're looking into that too.
Why?
That friend of yours, asked me to look into to see if I can find him.
Don't call me that in front of him.
Noting that down.
So, you want to know the last place Copperhead was seen?
It'd be helpful for the investigation.
That's a little out of your pay grade. But I can tell you if you're feeling suicidal.
What kind of private eye would I be if I wasn't constantly throwing my life on the line?
Yes, well, most dicks tend to be private. You're just a loud one.
Sometimes you gotta be in this line of work.
It's a small plot of land I once owned on the riverbank of the Mississippi. Something happened there. I saw Copperhead there with my own eyes, and he left.
Got it.
Recommendation, Private Dick.
Hmm.
Don't go looking for him until you have completely covered up your previous fuck up.
Already working on it.
Good. Because if you fail and end up dying before the cover up is done, I'll pay your wife a visit and he will hang up the phone.
All right. Dickhead.
Think it went well.
Oh, actually, it was quite helpful, minus the threat to my family.
Oh,
Once we start looking for this Copperhead guy, we're going to want to head to the Mississippi, but first we've got to finish up with this cover up. I'm assuming
cover
we
up.
got to look into these missing people that are most definitely dead. Should be
I
easy
get
enough.
it. Why are we covering it up?
Oh, the neighborhood where we killed the Wendigo had to make it look like people went missing instead of a mass murder by monster.
What's he paying you for that?
That was what he was paying me for, yes.
He paid us to not say a thing. Very well. I don't know how we make this look like people went missing when they're missing. Do we just clean up the apartments?
I guess that's part of the cover up. Clean up their apartments, houses, whatever else. Do a little bit of snooping. See if we can find maybe if anyone survived. And then decree that everybody is either missing or dead. And then boom, cover up done. Then we start looking for Copperhead.
Ethan looks at Xavier. So who exactly is Copperhead?
Yeah, why are we looking for him?
Some big important guy that Abel asked me to look for.
Abel asked you to look for him.
Yes. And you're with me.
You're with us. I mean, if I
Says
out what the
who?
King Control Group is. Says the door. It's right there.
You know, I was going to have a heart-to-heart about how we need to work on our synergy, but if you're that eager for me to leave...
I'm not eager for you to leave, but if you want to go looking for chasing an unknown for an unknown, that's your own prerogative. Right now, we have the real foundations of something definitely happened 5 years ago. Someone's definitely covering up, and it was fucked.
Well, technically speaking, working for doing what Alexander had said of dealing with the missing individuals was technically a part of the Wendigo. The King's Control Group, I'm just looking into because so far I've heard 2 mentions of them. Technically speaking, us 3 working together would technically get a lot of this done quicker.
I agree we should be doing the missing persons. It's the Copperhead thing that I'm not really invested in.
Copperhead's technically a missing person.
With friends like those, that's definitely not a person.
Then, as you just told me, if you're not interested in looking for missing people, less important ones, there's the door.
I head to the door.
Where are you going?
I'm going to the Jeep.
Okay. And what are you going to do once you get to the Jeep?
I'm going to simply beep the horn.
He's beeping the horn of the Jeep.
Ethan's just sitting there hearing the beeping from outside. It's like, I don't know if he's wanting to join us and just telling us to get on the move already, or if he's just being annoying.
I literally have a hard time reading both of you, so I'm not sure either. Xavier pokes his head out the door. What are you doing?
I used to get in. We're going to go Home Depot and get fixing repair supplies.
Repair supplies for what?
We need to make this look like a cover up. Do you know how many fucking claw marks there were?
It's true. We got our work cut out for us. Xavier walks over to the Jeep and climbs into shotgun.
Okay.
Ethan follows.
Okay. You guys go to Home Depot to get repair supplies, apparently.
Well, yeah, we got to clean up and repair some buildings so that we can start work on this cover up.
You guys end up getting what all are you getting from Home Depot?
Okay, we're getting some plaster.
Plaster, drywall, wood, mop buckets, mops.
All from the discount return section.
Okay.
This is a cover up, not a renovation.
Right. So you guys do this. Get all this stuff. Go to check out. The cashier looks at you. Looks at all the stuff. You guys gotta convince her that you're not gonna be trying to do something else.
Trying to do what? Play Minecraft?
No. More like she's looking at all these items. And my brain, as an individual, automatically thinks they're not doing home repair.
With 2x4s, plaster, drywall, sand
Mops,
equipment to use
buckets. There's a lot of things you can do with a lot of that stuff.
Have you not seen how some
Plus,
people
she
renovate?
looks.
Give me a moment.
I'm not gonna lie. She's looking at you 3 guys, and you guys don't look like people that do home improvement.
Yes, I do. I look like a tradesman. A zesty one, a flamboyant one, but a tradesman nonetheless.
You're the only one. You have Mr. Hacker, and then a very sleep-deprived looking detective.
How's business been this morning?
Well, I'm not allowed to dress up.
It's not Halloween.
Excuse him, he's autistic. We found my cousin because he's autistic now.
You're literally trying to convince her of this. So roll me charisma subterfuge. Because you're lying, basically.
Am I lying?
You're lying about Echo, yes.
Wait, what's happening? I had to step away for a second.
Nell is basically calling Echo autistic, is what I picked from that. Of why I'm dressed up the way I am.
You know, an easier way to lie would just say that we could be fixing up Xavier's office.
I was about to say we could be doing something.
I'm not re-rolling that.
I've kind of figured that
she's gonna reach over. She's gonna pick up the phone, and you're gonna hear the intercom come on. I need a manager to register 1. Manager to register 1.
Xavier is just pinching his brow.
And she hangs it up. And then she looks at you guys. It's like, I need you guys to stay right here for me. For just a minute. My manager will be here in a moment. It is about like 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night. You've come into like almost closing.
I thought it was in the morning.
Is it the
I thought
morning?
it was in the morning too.
Is it the morning? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Had breakfast by this
I
point.
had no clue. I'm sorry. My time's
all
all
good. You're fine.
No, you're good.
No, you're good.
She's just kind of staring at y'all. It's the morning. I haven't had enough coffee yet, and I'm just a part-timer.
No, that's fine.
And the manager's here, I see.
Yeah, the manager arrived. They seem younger than I would have expected.
I roll up the sleeve, showing my Semper Fi tattoo, ready for this casual engagement with the working class.
What? Ethan's just looking at Nail.
I'm gonna tell you right now. This manager walks up, and she has the most Karen-ass haircut.
Good, because I'm a Kevin.
Oh,
she is too.
Okay. I feel like at this point, Ethan's gonna walk over to Nail. Okay, before you start making it to where they have to call the cops on us, how about we let Xavier talk to this person? Because I feel like you are not exactly the best person to have talking with normal civilians, with normal people.
These are Home Depot workers. They're not normal people. They're all crackheads and meth heads.
You are not a normal person. Why are we having you talk?
He has a glass eye, and every time something's fucked up, he says he's seen it before. He's not normal either, but he should talk for us.
Thank you.
What seems to be the problem today?
Apparently I come in for some stuff for some repairs, and that's weird.
You came in for repair items, right? What are you repairing, if I might ask?
A house for some people.
Oh, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we recently.
So are these like your gay lovers, or what?
Xavier smirks.
Yes.
No. They aren't gay for me, they're gay for each other.
Oh, I see. Is that right? And Jennifer, why did you have me come all over here? Well, for one, I think he lied to me because he said this man is clearly autistic and he doesn't seem artistic. So I couldn't really tell if he was lying about actually doing the repair work.
Ethan, my little honey bun.
Okay,
could you please tell the address of the warehouse? We're turning into our little retreat in the countryside.
Ethan's saying they're just like.
I'm sorry, honey bun, putting under pressure.
Will you please shut up? We are not together. I am working for this gentleman right here, as he points to Xavier. I'm not getting paid enough to work for this gentleman with having to deal with this guy. So we are trying to repair a house to use as an office. Can we please just get the supplies so we can get this work done so I can stop having to deal with this gentleman to my left?
Of course, this is perfectly fine. First off, I need to know, are you being held hostage?
God, it sometimes feels like it some days.
So you are being held hostage.
No, I'm not. I am employed by this gentleman.
Which one? The gay lover
Xavier.
or the very tired man?
Very
Xavier
tired.
holds his hand up and is just like, that would be me.
Right. And how does this man relate to you? And she's gonna do the whole hand gesture. The one where she waves it wildly in front of Nail's face.
I don't
I'm the
know.
laborer.
Xavier just kind of looks at Nail.
I'm going to
I
look at
mean,
them. too.
this could go any sort of way. We can continue with the gay lover joke that I find incredibly funny. We could call you the stray cat, or we could actually give the real answer here.
Oh,
He's
quite
the heavy
simple.
lifter.
Yeah, I can go the gay heavy lifter.
Okay, that makes more sense to me. He has a gay man's fashion sense. That's why I'm saying that. She is so offensive. And I love her right now.
I prefer bisexual, but yes, thank you. Where'd you get an eyeliner?
That threw
It's got
me
a nice
off. I'm
shape to it.
sorry.
The 2x4s are just for support, drywall, obviously for fixing the walls, and the mop is to clean up the drywall that gets on the floor. Perfectly reasonable things.
Give me just a minute. No, what was it you said? I'm so sorry. He came up talking to me as you were talking.
Oh, Xavier said the wood is for support, the drywall's to fix the walls, and the mop is to clean up any drywall that gets on the floor. Perfectly reasonable things.
Right, understood. Thank you for being honest with me. Jennifer, go ahead and ring up their stuff. And don't call me over here again unless it's an actual emergency. And she'll walk off. The young teenage girl will sigh and she'll just start ringing up your shit.
They didn't give you too much trouble, did they?
She's not answering. She's not making eye contact. She's just doing her job.
Try to be nice.
She rings you up, you pay, you can leave.
Xavier will load the stuff into the car.
No, Nails insist as the gay labour to upload the stuff. Clearly, your dainty physiques can't handle the 2x4s.
I wrestled a werewolf and almost won. What are you talking about?
I'm committing to the role.
All right, whatever.
Ethan's just standing behind them, just shaking his head.
We do need to get you new clothes, though, Ethan.
I'm wearing a jacket. What? Okay.
It's the middle of summer. Who wears a trench coat? I understand that you might not find with mainstream fashion, but I'm sure we can find a hot topic.
We gonna get to work or what? You guys gonna keep bickering?
I'm not bickering, I'm just making fashion notes.
Anyway, I guess we proceed to go to the neighborhood to make repairs.
Okay. How many repairs are you doing? Are you just working on one house? Because it was multiple houses.
How many houses are in the neighborhood?
Well, this is a cul-de-sac. So
How big is the cul-de-sac is the question.
It has at least 3 rows of housing.
Right. I say we go in, we see what has clearly supernatural, energy around the attacks, get those cleaned up. Everything looks like it would be summed up as gang violence or kidnapping. We leave as is.
Works for me.
And we commit a day's wage of labor.
Okay. So for this in particular, I'm going to go ahead and you're going to be doing this for a few days to keep caught up
Yeah.
with Alexander, because I have to time skip you all because you guys are still in summer. Everyone else is getting ready to go into December.
Yes, we commit the next 2 seasons to a renovation project. I start a small YouTube channel about it.
You do not.
So
Xavier, every time you try to click record, smacks your hand.
Hey, Mom.
during the time would Ethan be able to continue like just trying to like whenever there's free time look into the office
the
or
office thing? Yeah, you can. I'm not going to
Yeah.
stop you on doing that. Not much is going to change on that.
Yeah.
You're still going to find the same information dated for the same time. Because this thing was pretty well covered up. But like online wise, you're not going to find very much. There's a lot of red tape around this thing. Oddly enough, there are some names that just seem weird on some of the stuff. I keep being yelled at.
I think when it comes down to it, Ethan's just looking for any like loose thread that might be able to be pulled on. Look for that one piece of information that's out of place from everything else.
Yeah, we can have that be looked into. I will let other players help you within this time for that. But we are going to go ahead and take a quick break, let people get up, use the bathroom, all that jazz. Because I keep constantly getting interrupted by a toddler every 5 minutes. So
Totally fine.
we're gonna
Totally
go
fair.
ahead and take a quick break. We will be back momentarily. Just hang in there, guys.
Our tenants.
Welcome back. So within this time of you guys renovating these buildings, what else were you guys wanting to do within this time period from the month of August to the month of November?
Xavier is going to be spending time with his family, as he always does. He's going to try to come up with something believable in regards to all of the people that the Wendigo definitely killed and aren't actually missing.
Okay.
And he's going to kind of sneak off on his own to begin the investigation on Copperhead.
Okay. For the moment of you making it seem like the people that weren't killed by Wendigos were still a thing, because you're doing investigating in the area, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Roll me Wits investigation.
Wits investigation, you got it. Am I gonna add my deduction to this?
Yes.
Fantastic. Do-do-do.
Okay. Within this time period of communicating with the neighbors or other people within this cul-de-sac, you have noticed a lot of families have had children that have been asleep, like in comas, and just have never woken up.
Oh, that's mildly concerning. And by mildly, I mean very. Starts scribbling that information down into his notepad.
Okay. And as for the Copperhead thing, that is going to be a long-term thing.
Totally fine.
He's gonna be very hard to find.
I figured.
Yeah. So we will move on to Nail. Within these 3
Okay.
months, what are you doing?
Okay, number one, these genes are going to start looking better because over time they develop their wear and their profiling, washing it at points of contact, so they're going to look great. Besides that, within this extended time period, I'm going to try reconnecting more with my former wife. With that too, I'm also going to start trying to get into more social groups of vets and enlisted people. Also, I'm going to be doing sculptures. Sculptures of what? Claude.
Oh, okay.
Oh! Oh no!
Okay.
What?
Understood.
Claude is the demon that Nail made a
Right.
pact with.
Yeah,
Right.
I remember Claudia.
For this in particular, I'm gonna. I need to message someone.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Give me just a minute, guys. We might have to go
Oh,
right
dear.
back on a break real fast. Cause it'll be a real fast one. Because I wasn't expecting this, but we'll find out here in like 5 minutes. Give me just a minute.
What
Nail.
did you fucking do?
Double, what did you do?
I just started making sculptures of a bro.
Where are you making these?
Definitely
sculptures,
a
by the
bro,
way?
yeah, uh-huh. I mean, I thought it would be pretty obvious. Probably something to do with the pact.
Where is he doing these sculptures?
Your house. Our house. The bunkhouse.
Explicitly, nails and echoes.
Yes, of course.
What you two freaks do in the warehouse is none of Xavier's business.
Right, so we're gonna go on a break real quick.
Oh boy.
Again, I will be back momentarily. Enjoy the midnight bubble again. I'll be right back. Hi, we're back. Questions were answered. Some amendments were made. And we're back. So yeah. That's what you're gonna be doing now, Double.
Yeah. He's making statues of Claudia.
Okay.
Also, hooking up to the clubs every weekend.
Okay. All right. So we understand what you're doing. You're being a playboy. Got you. Echo, what are you doing in the meantime within these 3 months?
Changing the locks to make sure and telling Nail that he's not allowed to bring any of his hookups to the warehouse. Aside from that, aside from helping with the renovations, looking into the KCG group as much as he can from what little information, like just trying to find any strings that he can get. Outside of that, working on his own base of operations, working on the safe house, and working on Delta whenever he can.
Okay. Time flows smoothly somewhat. You've all have had time to do these things, reconnect with people, experience things, fuck people's brains out. Xavier,
Yes.
would you be staying at the warehouse with the other two within this time or with your family?
Probably with my family. I would stop by for occasional visits, but most of my time is spent at home or on the field.
Okay. Within this time while you're at home, there's been a lot of commotion on the news.
Okay.
Children in comas have been waking up from their comas and going crazy. Like kill your family crazy.
Oh, brother.
Oh yeah, that's concerning.
Getting back into cult shit again. Alright. Xavier starts noting all this down to report to the boys. And then he goes to the warehouse once he's done jotting down the notes.
Hey Neil, I have a question. How big are these statues?
They're like chess pieces.
Okay. I was about to say if they were like actually like what's the like busts or something, like something bigger, I was gonna think that Ethan would have been like, no, you can't store these here. And it's like, okay, no, they're about the size of chess pieces. That's probably not going to be in the way.
No, but this is about 3 worths months of chess pieces being made.
Yeah, that's probably a bust.
There's a lot of them, Echo. There's a lot of them.
Now, please start like getting rid of these, selling them, doing something with them, because I'm about to have Delta start using its updated jaws on testing its crushing ability.
I'm down for that. You want to use some of the old ones? They're not as good as the new ones.
Delta, see the ones that that Neil just pointed out. I don't want to see them anymore.
But you're right, this was becoming a bit. Oh fuck! How many have I made?
Neil's just sitting there,
Yeah.
just like, oh fuck, I
Oh,
have made a lot of them.
Oh god. Ethan, you're a funny tech guy. Could you set up an XD page?
No.
Why not? You can have the money.
Oh, hey, a text from from Xavier. He's on his way.
Xavier's on his way.
Just here's the phone vibrating. Oh, hey, look at that, Xavier. He's almost here. That's great.
Oh, let's make some coffee then.
At that point, Ethan does kind of go and starts making coffee because at this point he knows that when Xavier's around, it's best to have the coffee going.
You want on his good side, you have the good coffee.
Exactly. No, at this point, Echo, like within these months, like he's basically informed Xavier when you're coming over to the warehouse, message first, he'll get the coffee ready.
Xavier's not going to complain. It's going to save a few bucks, which is more sandwiches he can buy at McDonald's.
So you're starting the coffee and telling Delta to break these busts of this very beautiful woman. And Xavier, that's when you come in and you see that Delta has these like rocks in its mouth.
It's chewing on the rocks, yeah.
And it's chewing it.
What? Do I even want to know?
They're in the way. They're in the way, and I'm testing out Delta's upgrade features.
Right.
Hear me out. You should put like a gallon gun or something in his jaw.
I mean, I was thinking of a design of having a shotgun shell in there.
Oh,
where as
yeah,
soon
that would
as
be
it
so much
bites on,
better.
then it goes off.
Yeah, that'd be so much better.
So I don't know if you guys have been eyeballing the news while you're goofing off, but
Oh, the thing about the kids?
Yes, the thing about the kids. They're waking up, they're going crazy.
Yep.
And we're talking kill your family crazy.
Yeah, it sounds like it's similar to the whole wasn't it the
Carcosa
King
thing?
Yeah. Well, I thought it was specifically the
King
King in Yellow. Yeah. Because I don't know if, did they find out if Carcosa and the King in Yellow thing were linked, or was that just coincidence?
Carcosa is a realm of the King in Yellow.
Oh, okay.
At least from the literature, so I'm going to assume they're linked by code name too.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So,
I don't think we have any hard evidence that's linked, but I think it's more, at least as far as Ethan's concerned, it's probably more linked to what they know about the King in Yellow cult, at least.
renovations on that neighborhood might have to take a slowdown if we aren't already done. I don't know. I know I've been missing a couple days. Don't tell anyone, but I've started investigating on some of those missing people, namely Copperhead. Started, keyword. Not getting very far.
Well, I really haven't got any new hits or any new threads to pull about the office building or the festival, so.
But this should probably take priority. I can
Yeah.
already hear them calling us about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear it taking priority. I definitely think it has to do with that cult.
It's always cult shit.
Of course it is.
That's alright. My specialty.
I thought it was investigation.
Oh, yeah, it is investigation, but, like, I've got 3 specialties. Not, note, not statistically.
Huh?
Not statistically. Xavier's specialties towards investigating things are cults, domestic cases, and missing people. But in terms of actual investigations, he's got deduction, he's got cults.
I see what you...
Yeah, like, not the mechanic specialty, the lore specialty.
Yeah, I thought like statistics.
Okay. Yeah, I was a little bit confused by that as well. Like, I was like, what?
Look, it's fine. We'll be able to get the last bit of the dry work and that done in the last ones. I have made the executive decision. You're absolutely. We are not dealing with the dry rot. That has been there before the fucking werewolf attack.
I mean, if you don't want to do the drywall, all you have to do is ask.
Oh no, drywall's fine. It's re-timbering the entire attic space. It's just not worth it. We're doing a cover up, not a full redec. Actually, we could learn these houses.
Well, technically speaking, I think that's what. Anyway,
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah,
Kids killing their parents, waking up from comas.
Kids want to kill their family.
Xavier, there's a new ping on your phone.
Xavier checks his phone.
It's the news app on your phone.
Okay.
Recently, within the time that these children have woken up, there is an entire classroom that has fallen asleep.
I guess this is a good place to start our investigation.
Mind you, this is the first time it's been mentioned on the news, from what I understand. I think I'm giving you this information out of order. It's an old article from about a month ago.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Xavier gets this ping, checks the date on it. Okay, never mind. I was going to say we should go here first. I mean, we can still go, but article's a month old. We should update this app.
What's a month old?
Article about an entire classroom of kids passing out.
Ethan, do some follow up on the Google. Do you know a name for the school?
Does the article mention the school?
Not that I know of. That's information I would have to grab from another DM.
Okay.
We're doing so good today.
Sorry.
No,
We really are just let's take another break campaign right now.
No. So I can't give you that information. I will give you that information though when I get it. Because there most likely is a name.
Okay. So we'll insert name of school here.
update.
Do we have a grade range of what type of school? Is it middle, high, children, like
Elementary.
elementary? Ah,
I was gonna say, yeah, if it's children, it's more than likely elementary.
I did not see weapons in theater, so
Elementary school, definitely kids. Maybe a couple of the teachers there know something. Can ask about it at least.
can Ethan look into figuring out which school and or which teachers to look to go and question or ask about? Actually, I have a question, Keo.
Mm-hmm. What is your question, Doc?
In the time of like during the months, could I have Ethan use his what was it? The trying to make sure I'm doing the right one. Um the can I have him use his mask merit to forge a identity as a reporter?
You could. I'm gonna need a intelligence craft roll.
I get would
Because craft is a forgery.
right.
Yeah. Because you're forging into identities. So you
I'm
would
I'm trying to
do
think though, would it be reporter or technically a detective or a investigator? I don't think. What was the two
intelligence
thing?
craft.
Intelligence craft. Where did intelligence go? There it is.
You're able to forge a pretty real looking reporter's badge.
Awesome. That way we could have that along with Xavier's detective background to at least make it seem like we're supposed to be there or that we're looking into it. Like it also I think I technically have cobbler as well. I can make one for Nail or attempt to make one for Nail. I could probably make him a janitor.
I mean, go for it. If you want to forge some identities for your mates, go for it. It's all going to be intelligence craft. So.
Well, would Xavier need one? Because I mean, he's just a detective already.
Yeah, that's Xavier's living right there.
Yeah, I was about to say. I would
That's what I'm
technically just have to make.
I'm just
I would
saying
ta-
in general. If you want to make
Yeah.
these masks for other people, you're more than welcome to. I'm not going to stop you.
I don't think Xavier would need one per se.
Yeah. I know Echo would in order to like help investigate and look around if they're speaking with people. Nail, would you like a mask?
I don't really do masks.
It's an ID.
I have an ID.
All right, no, I'm not. I made a reporter one for myself.
You're
Okay.
a reporter.
Anyway,
Should I get a mask?
would you like a fake identity to use to help us gather information from the teachers?
Yeah, sure. Get me a reporter ID. Wild, by the way.
Can it be like a blog reporter ID?
I mean, you can do that. You can totally do that.
Whatever, I guess whatever 4 successes would be.
With a crit like that, you can make him a security badge.
That would probably fit more with Nails.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here's your security badge that you can use. Try not to abuse it, considering the fact that it is fake. So
This is security. This isn't police. Lord behold the power of a mole cop. I am
or
sure the
private
height
security.
of this is a mercenary by another name. What am I going to do to? I have no enforceable power of this. Yeah, I'm not going to abuse it, but what is there to abuse?
I will say I do have to apologize. We may have to cut session a little short.
Hey, Mom.
Because of this. But we can yeah.
If we're ending it here, we kind of could start the investigation
Yeah.
on the children that during the
with
next
the
one.
next session. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
yeah. And that
'Cause-
helps you get some ideas of the other GM on this
yeah.
blanks we're working with.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I will get with the particular DM that I am going to be needing, Nicole, on what you guys would find in the school. It's just he is so riled up, and I do apologize to those in chat. I just can't work with him like this.
No, you're good.
All good. At least we got something.
Yeah, I do apologize.
You're fine.
But yeah, we will catch you guys next time. The hunter session will probably be a lot earlier next time than it was this time. We will catch you guys later.
I want to watch my bubble.
Yeah, I understand, Atlas. But yeah, have a wonderful night and sleep like the dead. Have a good night, guys.
Bye-bye.
Take care, everyone.